Hey friends, my name is Becky and I am coming to your living room to tell you all about how a working mom has used minimalism to benefit me in my life. So if you like that idea, please hit subscribe and hang out for some more videos. So the first thing that I'm going to talk to you about is super key. One of the big rules that I have learned in my life is if you don't love it, you hate it. Don't really remember who I learned that from. Maybe the Minimalist, maybe somebody's podcast, but it has been an amazing rule to use in my life because it is a rule for everything. I used it the other day. I like to go thrift shopping because I like to try and live like an minimalist as much as possible. So I went to the Goodwill and I was looking for some clothes. I was looking for a new dress and I tried a few on and there was a couple that I were like, it was okay. Like I looked all right in it, but it was a little bit shorter than I wanted it to be. But you know, your head starts going and you're like, well, you know, this is so much cheaper and better for the environment if I buy it here than if I have to go online. And you know, maybe I can just wear something under it or whatever. Those thoughts are how people get a whole closet full of clothes that they don't like and they have nothing to wear. And that was me. That used to be me. So now when I was standing there looking in the mirror, what I said to myself is, I don't love it, so I hate it. And guess what? I put it back on the rack and I walked away. There are so many times when especially as women, I feel like that we just try on things and we're just like, oh, I just want to make this work. I am tired of trying on clothes. You know, I got my kid in the cart and I just need to go. But if you do not love it, guess what? It's going to be sitting in that closet of yours for years. You're going to look back and not remember why you even bought it. So if you don't love it, you hate it. Rule number 1. All right, so here we go. Rule number 2. This is something that I have been known to break a lot when I wasn't a minimalist. And that is, if you bought it, use it up. So that goes for like shampoo, conditioner. That's what I used to be the worst at. Hair products that I buy, makeup, clothes, anything, food, anything you bring into your house. If you've bought it and when you're in that store, you said, I love this, so I'm going to keep it and I'm going to buy it and, you know, use my hard-earned money that I've spent a lot of time on making, and you bring it into your house, you need to use it up. And I say that because so many of us will get a shampoo product and be like, you know, this isn't awesome. I don't hate it, but it's not awesome. And I'm gonna go try another one. I used to do that all the time. I created so much waste from experimenting with a bunch of different shampoos. I'd see something on Pinterest or on TikTok, I'd see something, and I just had to have it because somebody else's hair looks good on it. I have strange hair, okay? It is what it is. And there are certain things that work, certain things that don't. I have learned that, you know, I like using one of those blue bar shampoos and it works great for my hair. I don't need to change that because it works. It doesn't use up any plastic. It doesn't have any chemicals that are bad for our environment that go into our water. So it's awesome. It's eco-friendly, which I like, which is a part of my eco-minimalism, and so it works. But I need to use it up before I go buy another one because it's gonna just be sitting there in my closet and I don't need it yet. And so it's about like waiting, and you actually get a lot of gratification when you've used it and then you move on and you can buy it again because you know what you like. I will say I just did that with my concealer that I use, and it was such a gratifying feeling. Like I had used the whole tube of concealer and it was gone. I had used it to the last drop, and so then I went and bought a new one. I didn't need to have 5 in my drawer. I used to keep concealers in my drawer because I knew they had like a little bit left, and I was like, well, what if I run out of the other one and then I don't have one? I mean, what? I live in like 2022. We're gonna be okay. We can go get one if we need one. But use it up. If you got buy it, you loved it, use it. All right, so if you are liking what I'm talking about so far, please remember to hit subscribe. It would super help my channel. But on to number 3. I'm gonna try and do the next 3 very quickly because I know I am long-winded and I like to talk. So the next one is the 1 in, 1 out rule, which you've probably heard before, but it's an awesome rule. It's worked really well for me. And it's also helped me to stay on track with the number of clothes and shoes that I have allotted for myself and my daughter. So the 1 in, 1 out rule means that when you want to get something new, you are gonna look in your closet, see if you already have it. If you already have it and you wanna replace it, then that needs to go, and then you can go get it. If it is something that you wanna add to your wardrobe, then you need to see if there is something in that category that you can also get rid of. Because what I have done in my closet is that I have a certain amount of hangers, which I would love to do a video on my closet. If anyone would like to see it, please add a comment down below. But I have a certain amount of hangers in my closet, and those are the only hangers I allow myself. If I wanted to get a new shirt, like I got this new white one, it is because my other white one is too old and had to be donated for somebody else. And it was still usable, workable, but I wasn't loving it anymore, and that's okay, things happen. And I donated that, so I had a hanger, and now I got a new one. Number 4 is the rule that I give myself that I have to follow every night, and that is the reset rule, which I know you've probably heard of before if you follow minimalism, and it is an awesome rule that one can be a little bit difficult, especially for maybe full-time moms like myself. We're busy, and by the end of the day, when our kid has finally gone to sleep, we are tired and we want to sit on the couch and maybe not do much. There's nothing wrong with that. I 100% agree with that. But what I will say is when you reset your house, which basically means like if you've left water bottles or the kids have left their shoes out or there's a bunch of dishes left over, that you and your partner, or if it's just you, are going to go in and reset your house. Not clean it. I'm not talking about like, you know, having to wipe everything down or get the vacuum out. Nothing like that. I'm just saying the dishes are put away, either in the cabinet or they're put in the dishwasher or they're put in a place, you know, I don't know. I like to put mine away completely. And all the shoes are put away. The couch is cleared. I have like one pillow on my couch and a blanket, and those are put away nicely before I go to bed. And why I say that's awesome to reset is because when you wake up and you want that cup of coffee before you're running out the door to go to work, you won't be thinking about, oh, like the living room looks like crap. What if somebody comes over this evening? Or, you know, there's a bunch of clothes on the floor. You won't have to think that because you've already done it. And if you do it every night, there's so much less to have to do the next day anyway. So reset is a basic minimalism, awesome rule that I would recommend. Okay guys, so I have so many awesome pieces of advice that I have learned from minimalism, but I decided just to pick 5 because I like to talk and I could be here forever. So number 5 is a rule that I have struggled with, and I think as a working mom, a lot of us do struggle with this, but it makes our lives so much easier when we follow it. So that rule is to have a place for everything. Really, that's only possible if you are a minimalist because there's only so much space in a house. So when I wasn't a minimalist, I tried to have a place for everything, but I would just get so overwhelmed because there were so many things to keep track of. You know, like I used to have like 4 pairs of scissors, like adult scissors. Like, who needs that many? I used to think you needed scissors in every room because I didn't want to have to get up, I guess, and go to the one place they need to be and go get the scissors. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? So now if it's something like scissors, tape, stamps, cards, thank you cards, that kind of thing, they all are in this one basket in my closet, which I would love to do a video on my entry closet, and maybe I'll do that one day. But there is a basket in there that is designated as like my junk drawer because I don't have room in my kitchen for a junk drawer. We just don't have a super big kitchen, and so that is where all that stuff goes. And the great thing is that you know, somebody's always gonna come ask you, where are the scissors, where's the tape, blah, 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 because, you know, we're all supposed to be the ones in charge of everything, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so I know where it is. There's no problem. You know, my husband asked me today, you know, where's my hat? Where did it get placed, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, come on, man, you know where the hat is. And I told him, I was like, you know, if I found the hat, this is where it would go. It would go in the closet in the hat basket, because that's where it always goes. When I do that reset at night and the hat's laying out, it's gonna go in the hat basket in the closet. And guess what? It was in the hat basket in the closet. So it's just one of those things that being a minimalist, it makes your life so much easier because you spend so much of this time finding things. I will say that's huge. Well, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Remember, my name is Becky Truda and I'm with Minimal Ease. And if you liked this video and would like to hear more, remember to subscribe. That tells me that people are watching. And I really appreciate you coming to my living room. And I can't wait to show you more. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.